Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play and game player in Raid Shadow Legends. We are on the challenge account. We are 11 hours into Clan v Clan, and we've been going pretty hard as we had intended on doing, predominantly in the champion training. Before we have a little run around the account, we'll go to the photos. There aren't too many to catch up on, so it won't take too long. First up, we had a advanced quest, survive 20 turns against the Demon Lord, so I went for easy clan boss with my 4th key this morning before reset and got the survive 20 turns, even though it was forced, so reasonably happy with that. We then made sure we purchased all of those resources that we had intended on doing so we picked up the energy and the rare skill tomes. As we were working on the champion training, we did manage to actually summon a Kale, which I'm not sure how I feel about, given that we've already been investing in Frozen Banshee, and this Kale is probably coming too late to actually be used. I'll keep him in the vault, definitely, as we might end up needing him for faction wars, but I think at this point, I probably won't end up building him. I was on a proper food grind day, as I'd kind of intimated I would be in the previous videos, and I've been following the same strategy that I've mentioned in many champion training videos, where the 4-star food I'm leveling up to 15, and then the 5-star food up to level 23. I am currently skipping putting any levels into the 3-star food, as given my limited resources, I feel that that is the sacrifice that I'm going to make. So I'm not going to quite maximize my champion training points, but I just don't have the brew supply to support using them in the 3-star food as well. We also hit level 45, which means Hydra is unlocked, and my god, we are so ill prepared for Hydra. It's going to be a bit of time before we're actually able to put any reasonable work into Hydra. But once we are able to get, to a 1 or 2 key on normal, it's going to be really critical for us, as we're going to be getting those Mithrala fragments, we're going to be getting really good gear, and we're going to be getting a nice amount of clan gold. So overall, Hydra is going to be massive for us once we're able to do it. We continued to rain down the blues as we were summoning mystery shards, and we got ourselves another ironclad. Unfortunately, not the rare that we'd be hoping for. I really want a Coffin Smasher or an Apothecary, but not to be so far. And we followed it up with yet another rare. We managed to get a few more stars on the Lisbon Faction Wars, so we managed to get 3-star on stage 3. We managed to get a 1-star only on stage 4, and I farmed the rest of the keys on stage 4 before then going and fooding all of those champions we just used for those faction war stars to then make 5-star food. And lastly, we hit another new PB on hard. Now, it is not a lot of damage, it's just under 5 million. This was on Spirit Affinity, which, given our huge number of magic champions, is the best affinity for us. But I think it's important to hold these numbers in our mind, that we've been generally, if it's, say, anything non-force, we've been recently hitting between, say, 3.5 and 4.5 million on hard. And after we get our big power-up that we've been talking about during this CvC, it'll be interesting to see how those numbers change. Right then, if we quickly have a tour of the account, we've basically used pretty much all of the energy refills we've been given, which we've been saving up for. We're struggling to use the arena tokens at the moment, which is kind of frustrating, but I'm hoping after we rank up a couple more champions, we'll be in a better position. I'm just not getting teams that are beatable on refreshes. On the Titan Anniversary event, we have now got the Void Shard and completed Milestone 1, and now working our way along Milestone 2. On the Galex path, we currently have 10,000 points. I'm going to keep on going until it's ended or nearly ended, and then I will spend my points. I believe my intention is to go down this left-hand path, pick up some of these chickens. Ultimately, I want to get this Ancient Shard, probably these points here, and then maybe come back over here and take these points. So I think that's what I will end up doing. I will get a copy of Gaelic for my troubles, but I'm not particularly fussed about him. Again, we're just keeping him in reserve in case we end up needing him for faction wars. But he's not really a champion that I'm expecting to need to build or invest into. Obviously, we used our daily login energy as well, so that was another 500 energy, plus that 1000 energy that we bought from the clan shop. We've actually burned through a lot of energy today. I can't remember exactly how many refills I had, but I mentioned them in the previous video. Plus, I used the arena energy, the tag team arena energy, etc., etc. So it's got to be, approaching 2,500 energy all in. But then, in terms of what we've managed to achieve with all that energy and the preparation that we'd been doing over the last, say, week to 10 days, is we're actually now in a position where we have 7 5-star food ready to go. We have 3 more 4-star 40s here, and some 4-star food ready to turn those into 5-star chickens. And then we also have 1 4-star chicken from Clan v Clan just today, and that 5-star chicken that we got from the advanced quests a few days ago. So we're actually in a position right now to make 2 more 6 stars. Even before we do that, we've surged to the top of the champion training tournament. I think I put about 7,000 points in today, which is a lot. And we're still going to get a few more points as we make those 2 more 6 stars. And then throughout the rest of CvC, we're going to continue to grind more food and start to work towards that 4th 6-star. So then, I think we might as well just crack on and live right now make Miscreated into a 6-star. I've just made 2 more of those 4-star 40s into 5-star chickens. I have actually been prioritizing spirit champions where possible to make the 5-star food, as I had a abundance of spirit brews versus the other affinities. So it made sense for me where I knew I was going to use majority of those brews in each of those 5-star chickens, 5 brews per 5-star chicken. If I was going to use the spirit affinity, I had the most brews to be able to make that work. We will lose our outlaw monk, but that is not a problem because we now get a 6-star Ronda. So today we have gone from 1 6-star to 3 6-stars, and that's going to be enormous for our account. Right then, we're going to see if we can gain a couple of levels on this this ice golem as we try and get these 5 artifacts. Not going to be that easy. We're not bringing in any kind of drop defense. We're just going to rely on having multiple AoE nukers. And hopefully that will be enough. I haven't set a preset yet. I want to watch it first, and then I'll figure out what we're going to do on the preset side. But I suspect we are going to ultimately need a preset. Let's just kind of see how it goes. I think really we want this stun from Miscreated to have come out at the start of turn 2 before we took so much damage. We do have a reviver here. Helpful, but I think Ronda's just going to drop back down even so. So we'll have to just sort of see if we can kind of make our way through. Now, the benefit we do have is that as the levels go up, we're less and less likely to trigger Frigid Vengeance just from Aethel's AoE, which kind of helps. It gives us a little bit more time. It will be slower, but it actually means we've got a little bit longer within which to get the side ads killed. Ultimately, we still really need poison for this to be consistent. And we also have to consider the fact that both Miscreated and Rhonda are lacking levels, and that's going to have an impact. But I just wanted to kind of give it a go, see if we could sort of eke out the win. I'd say I'm not sure if we will. But I kind of think we could. It really just depends whether we can survive that Frigid Vengeance right there. Really, it's whether we can get that revive back. I don't think Aethel's necessarily going to be able to solo this, so it's really dependent on whether we can get a little bit of luck and kind of get our cycle going. Which, no, they just don't have enough survivability, and there's not enough healing from the rest of the team. They're very squishy at the moment. Again, if we had Frozen Banshee at 6-star with Warmaster and Lifesteal, we'd be in a better position, because Frozen Banshee can definitely take down Ice Golem himself, whilst I would say the rest of my team just can't. But I'll let it play out, and we'll kind of see where it's put us, and then we'll just drop down to a level that we know we can do. Overall, there was an overwhelming support that I should be using the Amazon Prime promo codes. I'm unsure whether I should or shouldn't, and I decided I'd do the poll and I would just adhere to whatever the results of the poll were, fully embodying the inner Elon Musk. So we have done it. We are going to use the Amazon Prime promo codes. As a consequence, we have 500 additional energy within which to use, basically, tonight. So I'm going to queue that up. I'm going to jump back in to finish our Ice Golem off, and then we'll see if we can make some progress in Minotaur. Right then, we finally managed to get that done. I ended up kind of alternating a little bit what I was doing. This was a semi-auto run to do stage 13. We can now jump into Minotaur and see if we can see what we can do, basically. So we've got a 4th stage here. I'm not going to be worried about autoing it. I'm just going to kind of do it on a semi-auto, semi-manual basis. So we'll just kind of make our way through. So on this one, we'll just do the AoE, and then we'll try and cycle back round. I was hoping Aether would get a turn, but did not. Get the ally protection going. Don't actually know what everyone does here, but there's a Zargala, so lock out Zargala. I'll hold back the heal. Auto quickly. Lost War Maiden. Hopefully we can get some stuns away. Kill here. There's the seed. Keep the drop defense back for Minotaur himself. Obviously, again, as with a lot of stuff, we are very, very heavily focused on magic. Probably have to use that heal on Miscreated. At least we're through to the boss. Point I'll try and get one off. Failed. Damage off there. Let's heal onto Miscreated. Hit auto for a quick little bit. Get these side ads killed. looking at this, I think we really need to get the books into War Maiden, so we get the Dooku's defense to be 100% and on a decent cooldown. And we probably need to get some books into Jamasa as well. I feel like both the heal and the revive are on too long a cooldown. We want to be in a position to make this nice and consistent. I feel like those are the two things that we will need. When we have this dazed buff, that's when we do most of the damage. But it looks like we should be able to get through this stage of the Minotaur without too much difficulty. I think quite a lot of the other guys have already made it to stage 15, so hopefully we'll be able to get on to stage 15. Right then, stage 12 is done. Let's have a look at stage 13. I think we'll go for the same team once more. Did lose Jamasa now as well, also negative affinity, but hopefully these two in lifesteal, with Miscreated having the continuous heal on himself, should be enough just to get our way through. And to be honest, this is the trio that I think might be able to do Minotaur 15 alone. We'll have to see. It might require us to have a few more levels into Miscreated and Rhonda before it is something we can trio. But that's kind of my goal, is that we can get to the point where these three can do it as a trio. That is stage 13 done. And we have stage 14, Magic Affinity. This should be good affinities for us, so this shouldn't really be too much of a difficulty. Definitely where having Rhonda ascended and having the Brimstone, I think, would help. Not that the Minotaur has that much max HP, but I think it will help. Alright, well, we got it done. It was not quick, but we did eventually get it done. I do think we're going to need these skills in War Maiden. And since I bought those books from the clan shop, I also think we should use some of these books on Jamasa. I really want to get this A3. Obviously, it went in the A1. Got one in the A2 and the A3. I'll be quite happy with the A2 being booked out as well. Not going to plan. All going in the A1. And we're going to be very short on epic books. I mean, at this point, I might as well just fully book her. Potentially a bit rash, but I do think it will be worth it. Right then, let's see. Stage 15 Minotaur. With those books in place. It's really annoying that we had to use so many books. But it is what it is, you know? Faceless did quite a lot of damage to War Maiden. On to wave 2. Definitely want to sort out that speed tune at some point, try and get a little bit more speed into War Maiden. Make sure that she stays faster than Aethel. I think we do want to get these two champions to 5-star quite soon. At least the Jamasa I think will be quite big. That's a problem. I was pretty reliant on Miscreated getting through. I don't think Aethel can solo this, which means we're not quite ready for stage 15. I think this is going to take too much damage. Yeah, not ready for stage 15. Well, that is annoying. Particularly given we just put all those books in. I think it'll help once we have more levels into our Miscreated and our Ronda. But frankly, our gear is just not good. Unfortunately, we were pretty unlucky when it came to the rolls. This one rolled okay. This one rolled okay. This one, double defense percent, not ideal, but still salvageable. This one was pretty sad. It managed to avoid crit rate every time. We got double flat attack, and that is not great. And then this was flat defense and flat HP on the boot. So we still don't really have a great set. And then if we look on the speed set, we managed to get triple HP percent, 0 speed rolls whatsoever. This one split across all 3. Could be useful for the time being, but nothing great. On this one, we managed to get double crit damage on the subs. Crit rate would have been far more useful. And we only hit AC once, but at least we did hit AC once. And then attack percent twice is really not helpful. I'd have much preferred defense percent twice. Although we did roll HP's percent for the level 16. So I'm going to have to do a bit of re-gearing tomorrow anyway. But we're definitely struggling on the gear front. Like we've not been lucky. That's all I can say. But we are winning our champion training tournament, and we've put in good work. You know, we're now at 11,600 with that booking and the two 6-stars, and we're putting in good work on our Clan v Clan. Yeah, so I'm just going to crack on, use up the rest of this energy, call it a night. I'll probably end up editing the video tomorrow and getting it out to you guys. But we have made progress. We actually now have more 60s. We do need to get them mastered. If I'm not able to get Minnow or 15 on farm by the end of tomorrow comfortably, I'm going to end up using at least 800 of these gems, buying masteries. So those masteries could be the difference between us beating Minotaur 15 and auto farm or not. So once again, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.